South Africa is a multi-language country. Not many other countries can boast having 11 official languages, but here in South Africa we are proud of all of them. But having this many languages has its difficulties. Our education system starts learners off in their mother tongue and then switches to English abruptly in grade 4. For many learners, their English skills have not been developed or supported enough to handle this transition. Two teachers, Sarah Olsen-Define and Catherine Thompson, have collaborated to develop two games, Conversation Station and Viva Vocab, which are marketed by Learning Tools. These games have been designed to help learners develop critical thinking skills and proficiency in 4 languages: English, Afrikaans, Xhosa, and Zulu. For years, the popular methodology for learning a second language has been to focus on grammar and sentences first, and then on vocabulary. Recently, however, many teachers have realized that learning vocabulary first leads to an easier transition into the second language. Learning grammar and how to construct sentences is easier once the child has a reasonable base of vocabulary to draw on. The development of Conversation Station and Viva Vocab is based on this concept of building a solid foundation of vocabulary before tackling other aspects of the language. Both these resources can be used throughout the foundation and intermediate phase of education. Conversation Station contains 40 cards. Each card has a truly South African photograph on the one side and critical thinking questions in all 4 of the target languages on the reverse. Conversation Station combines critical thinking with second language acquisition. In the foundation phase, the cards are used in the learner's mother tongue to encourage critical thinking and at the same time to build vocabulary in another language. The teacher asks the critical thinking question in the mother tongue and the child replies in the mother tongue. The vocabulary is then presented in the second language. In the intermediate phase, the same resources are used once again when the learner is more established in the second language. Here, the games are used to encourage the learners to practice using the second language. The critical thinking questions are now used in that language to facilitate constructing phrases and sentences in the second language. What is critical thinking?
Critical thinking is about thinking how we think, not about what we think. It's important for children to develop critical thinking skills because it's teaching them how to think. Children need to practice thinking just like we practice playing the piano or playing soccer.
There are also vocabulary words at the bottom of each of the Conversation Station cards relating to the photograph. These words are listed in the CAPS Top 200 vocabulary list. The vocabulary section at the bottom of the cards is aimed at children in the pre-production phase of their second language. In this phase, children are often silent but are absorbing new vocabulary words. These new words are easy to understand because they are illustrated in the photograph. The teacher introduces the vocabulary words and points to the picture to reinforce the word in the context of the picture. Children then repeat the word back. Viva Vocab is a specialized vocabulary building game. It works with flashcards, with a picture of an object on the one side and the vocabulary word on the reverse. The vocabulary is repeated in English, Afrikaans, Xhosa, and Zulu. Viva Vocab has over 250 of the CAPS vocabulary words. These words are categorized, and each category is color-coded. They include animals, nouns, my body, my family, emotions, days of the week, months of the year, numbers, colors, my home, verbs, greetings and expressions, food, parts of speech, prepositions, and adjectives. The phonetic transcription of the word is included with each language. This assists the learner to pronounce the word in the right way. Studies suggest that most learners need between 5 and 16 meetings with a word in order to retain it. By using both Conversation Station and Viva Vocab, learners will be repeatedly exposed to vocabulary building in different situations. The association between the words and their meaning is further enhanced by allowing the children to translate the word from both language directions. First, they see the picture or image representing the word and have to produce the mother tongue word. Then the teacher assists them with the second language word for this picture or image. Later, it helps them to translate from their mother tongue into the second language. Learning a second language should not be confined only to the classroom. The more exposure and practice a child has, the quicker and deeper the learning of the second language will take place. Conversation Station and Viva Vocab can be used effectively in the home environment. These are ideal games for parents looking to assist their children with second language acquisition. Siblings can assist one another, and parents can begin acquiring vocabulary of a language they are interested in learning. Conversation Station and Viva Vocab are both available for purchase online at www.learningtools.co.za. To hear more about these great products, please email info@learningtools.co.za.